This is Joey Knight with Friday Night Rewind here at Pasco High today to honor Pirates senior kicker Brennan Allen, who booted field goals of 50 and 49 yards in last week's 27-22 win against American Heritage. For that, he is the Friday Night Rewind Kicker of the Week. Brennan, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I've always dreamed about being able to win this. I never thought it would actually happen to me. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to win.
Yo, Brennan, I'm happy for you, and I'm going to let you finish. But Spoto's Carlos Andrade is the kicker of the year. I mean, he had the best kick of the year. Carlos Andrade, the best kicker of all time.
Infinite skills. Friday Night Rewind is on tap again. If you want to know it now with what's happening, TampaBay.com is the source you trust. We got imitators, but they don't do sports like us. We got the county battles and crosstown rivalries. Highlight Central, we hit you with what you gotta see.
This is Joey Knight at Armwood High. If our math is correct, this is the 50th consecutive Hawks victory at Lyle Flagg Stadium. It'll probably rank number 50 in terms of prettiness, but that doesn't matter. The Hawks survived Tampa Bay Tech 9-6. They're still number one in Tampa Bay. Okay, first half highlights, an Ash Dudney field goal.
Turn it up! We turn it up now! Turn it up!
In a game of menacing defense and a few miscues, Armwood took a 9-0 second half lead on Josh Grady's 9-yard touchdown pass to A.J. King, but the Titans rallied just as they did 2 weeks ago at Plant with a touchdown pass with 79 seconds remaining.
When the ball's rolling, we're going to cover. Nobody's blocking nobody.
Tech recovers the ensuing onside kick, and then C.J. Jackson hauls in a 36-yard pass on 4th and 37.
You know, I felt confident in our defense. Our defense has been doing a good job the whole night, so I wasn't too worried about that. But again, I take my hat off for Tampa Bay Tech coming over here and really pushing us in our home place like that.
Here with Vaughn Cross, Matt Jones, Josh Grady. Josh, how many points did y'all leave out there tonight?
About 28, definitely. We should have scored on every drive.
Y'all won the game, Matt, but it looked like they were hitting y'all hard. How hard was it?
Yeah, it was a tough game. I was running hard, but I had to keep my motivation going.
Talk about your defensive effort tonight.
Oh, stand out. Deontay Florence, Trayon Henderson, and definitely Jermaine McKinley, and the whole defensive line, Kyrie McQuaid, everybody, they stepped it up through the whole game. They Tech scored, what, 30 on Plant, 32 on Plant, and they scored 6 on us. Can't nobody score on our defense anytime soon.
Hey, it's John Cotey with Friday Night Rewind, and I'm at East Lake High where the Eagles tonight defeated their arch rival Tarpon Spring Spongers 13-3. The defense absolutely outstanding tonight. Let me run you through this game real quick. The first half, pretty ugly. You guys agree with me? Yeah, pretty ugly, yeah. We're talking East Lake fumbled, then Tarpon fumbled, then East Lake fumbled, then Tarpon fumbled, and then East Lake threw an interception, then Tarpon threw an interception. 3-3 at the half. Second half, the first drive, East Lake comes out behind running back Jamal Wilburn and just runs the ball down the Spongers' throat. Jamal caps the touchdown drive with a 22-yard run. That makes it 10-3 with 6:42 left. Tarpon Springs then took over. They drove down, set up for a field goal, a 33-yard attempt, but it was blocked by this guy right here, Chad Hill. And from that point on, Tarpon never really able to mount any kind of offense against this Eagles defense. The big series of the game, Tarpon Springs trailing 10-3. They take over with 3:37 remaining on their own 16. A long ways to go, but on the first play, Mike Sloat, number 76, this kid right here, drops Bubba Golden for -4. The next play, the quarterback, Wyatt Weichel, goes down, 8-yard loss. Jake Fakes takes him down. After a completion, this guy here, Justin Clarita, knocks down a screen pass on 4th down. East Lake takes over, and then a field goal by Cameron Mitchell with 38 seconds left wraps it up.
I mean, everybody expects us to be the underdog, but really we just come in and we stop everybody. I mean, we stop Bubba, we stop Darius, we stop everybody.
This is Izzy Gould for Friday Night Rewind. A wet night in Tampa Palms where no shoes were safe. 2 unbeatens put their records on the line. Freedom fired up early for this one, hosting Sickles, but it's the Griffins who get on the board first with this John Melvin Hendrick 36-yard touchdown pass to Chris Nahat. Freedom quarterback Tyler Guy tried to help the Patriots respond, but they couldn't score in the first half. Plenty of hard hits like this one by Griffin's defensive back Connor Page. Sickles used a solid ground game and broke through again on this 32-yard touchdown run by Kerry White to make it 14-0. On the ensuing possession, Guy hits Robert Lonings on this 72-yard touchdown pass to keep it close at 14-7 in the third quarter. Next, Freedom lineman Michael Gassaway scoops up this fumble and returns it 40 yards to tie the game at 14. But in overtime, Sickles kicker Andres Vasquez comes out and kicks this 19-yarder for the winner. Griffins 3-0.
The big thing was something that the school has never happened for the school, and as we always talk to these guys, what's your legacy, what you leaving behind? And these seniors were really excited about this opportunity. You know, this was a very good team, very well coached team, some great athletes on this team, and it's just big for us.
Surprises, Cody, I got to go with Sickles. The Griffins are 3-0 for the first time in the history of that program, which began play in 1997.
Didn't we pick them to win tonight?
No, and we're going to hear about it.
Wow. Clearwater also 3-0. I'm a little surprised by that. The schedule hasn't been very tough, but they beat Northeast tonight for the first time since 2000. That's a Vikings team that scored 54 points in Week 1. Quarterback Ryan Haggins has completed 60% of the passes, and the Tornadoes will have a big showdown next week with East Lake to kick off district play.
Disappointments, I got to go with Dunedin. We knew the Falcons were rebuilding around senior quarterback Ryan Singer, but they're losing by an average margin of 21 points, and they lost tonight 21-7 to Pinellas Park.
I'm not surprised that Newsom lost tonight. I'm surprised by the margin at which Alonzo beat them. They've been unable to stop the run, which is a little bit surprising. And Jefferson losing tonight to Plant. I picked the Dragons to win that game. That was obviously another mistake I made. But, you know, they lost by 33, but if the game had only been 3 quarters like last week's, they would have only lost by 32.
Good point. Good point.
That's good math.
Irrelevant point, but good point. Best story, I got to go with Billy Pavlock, the sophomore quarterback from Palm Harbor University. He was thrust into action when Jatwan Landing, the senior, got hurt, and all he's done is tear it up the last 2 games. Tonight, he accounts for more than 300 total yards and 4 touchdowns in a 31-8 win against Seminole.
I'm so excited by Spoto that I got a tattoo today. Look.
No, thank you.
3-0. They've allowed 1 touchdown, and they win again tonight, 42-0. Dale Caparasso, the Bucks Coach of the Week last week. The Spartans are starting to look like a legitimate playoff contender. Joy, when I went home last week, I couldn't sleep because I forgot to mention Brandon Holloway. This week, I'm going to get another chance. Brandon Holloway, 5 rushes, 94 yards, 3 catches, 107 yards, 3 touchdowns, 72 yards, 50 yards, and 52 yards, and Alonzo's 35-10 victory over Newsom.
That's what I call redemption, Cody. Gaither, got to give props to the Cowboys. They get a 15-14 OT win against Wharton. Chad Pearson had the 10-yard run in the extra session, and Shane Davis's PAT clinched it.
Jamar Burns at Spoto, 10 carries, 193 yards. He had a 76-yard touchdown run, a 10-yard touchdown pass, a 37-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion.
Wow. Jesuit, 24-0 win against Durant. Bobby Evil, the rangy Tigers quarterback, 295 passing yards, 3 touchdowns to 3 different receivers.
Wow, rangy, nice word. Alton Taylor, 150 yards rushing on 17 carries, and he had 4 touchdowns. How many times have I said Alton Taylor, 4 touchdowns in a sentence this season?
Quite frequently.
3 times.
3 times.
3 for 3.
Wow. Ronnie Johnson from Riverview had 20 carries, 157 yards, 3 TDs in the Sharks' 34-12 win against Leonard.
Blake Rice, Robinson, I think the conversion of him to quarterback is officially a success. He had a touchdown run in overtime and 199 yards passing in Robinson's victory.
Rodney Johnson, not to be confused with Ronnie Johnson, Rodney Johnson from Hillsborough had TD runs of 74 and 28 yards in the Terriers' 47-0 romp of Chamberlain.
My boy Bernard Reedy out at Lakewood, a kickoff return for a touchdown, a 31-yard run for a touchdown, a 5-yard pass for a touchdown. Lakewood beats Bogey 34-14.
Plant had a series of stars tonight against Jefferson. We'll go with Turhan Glover, 12 carries, 111 yards, couple touchdown runs, and Coach Bob Weiner says Josh Verone was the hero on defense, and he had a 40-yard touchdown run.
That is hot.
Brandon, I'm really sorry, man. Cody can be an embarrassment sometimes.
You lie! Jeez, is that the best you guys can come up with?
It's a short week.
This is Friday Night Rewind.